Vampires vs. the Bronx is a Netflix original film about three boys who get caught up fighting vampires in the Bronx. The character Miguel, played by Jaden Michael, goes around town handing out flyers for a block party to save bodega, which, when looking it up, means warehouse in Spanish. The boys are portrayed as having typical low-income society problems right from the get-go. One kid is continuously pursued by gangbangers for recruitment. Another has low blood sugar, and scenes occur on occasion with him using this as an excuse. Miguel one evening bumps into the gangbangers accidentally, leading one of them to his demise, and there finding out vampires actually exist. After convincing his friends, like all films, there's a point where they collect intel and educate themselves using a character that conveniently knows all there is to know about vampires. But to the viewer, it's pretty common knowledge, like the crucifix, the holy water, the stakes, the garlic. All those come into play, like a lot of other movies did. They also watch a movie and get an idea of what they're up against. I was surprised at the film they used. Usually films like to have their characters watch a classic film, in this case a classic horror film, as early as the 50s. But here, the film they prepare with is only 24 years old and franchised. The film emulates more of a modern-day Stranger Things tone and makes some attempts for the audience to sympathize with the three boys, making it a drama for a split couple of scenes. But they were weak attempts. You get in, you get out, that's it. But props for trying, I suppose. Some good actors here were thrown into the mix with Zoe Saldana, who plays the Becky character, who I thought would have been better as a female lead. And Shea Wiggum, another well-received actor in my books, but given a pretty useless role, as his commander puts it as well. The movie's concept has a fun ring to it, but it's very predictable, but it is kid-friendly. There are some scenes that look like it might get violent, but they cut away before the blood spills. I feel with all the weak attempts the film made with character development and drama, they could have successfully executed them if the film was maybe about 15 or 20 minutes longer. This film was a pretty short 1 hour and 25 minutes. You take away 8 minutes for credits, it's like 1 hour and 17 minutes. The ending was also pretty lackluster. The characters seemed to come through with their challenges, fighting vampires pretty easily. The whole Vampire versus the Bronx title is pretty misleading. I'm on the fence with this film. It's a film made for kids, of course. I could see myself watching this with my 12-year-old, but that's as far as a multiple viewing that goes for this guy. There are better titles with similar likenesses that have taken a bit extra time to execute characters and story a bit more and still managed to make it fun for kids. Stranger Things, Super 8 for a couple of examples, and one I reviewed a few weeks ago, Enola Holmes. Mind you, Stranger Things is a 4-season series. This film could still use some extra development time to help itself out. It's entertaining, but predictable. I'd say watch it once with no expectations and forget about it. Shouldn't be too hard. Thanks for watching. If you agree or disagree, put a comment down below me.